Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Sorry. Yeah. So, we're in Act 5. Mostly done with Act 5, to be honest. We really just have Is left, for the most part. And, we're level 19 now, so that's been going pretty good. I did not respec Baylor. He's doing alright. Can't complain. And we have Kestogleer. And I wasn't sure what to do with him. And I was just looking around for some interesting, fun builds. And I saw a build. I don't know where I found it. I don't know what I was looking at. But it's a Rowdy Vivisectionist Vital Strike build. And I've actually never used Rowdy. It's pretty fucking good. It's really good if you're the type of player that loves big numbers. If you're a big number player, like for melee weapons and stuff, this is the one to go with. Because he can pretty easily hit for like 300 or 400. And I think I was looking at a CRPG Pro video, which is probably where I saw the whole build. And he was obviously using on his main character, so I had, you know, the whole mythic layout and everything. And he was hitting for like 3K or 4K, you know, just obscene numbers. I think it was a trickster, maybe, usually a trickster. And it uses Grave Singer because it's the only great axe with like an 18 to 20 crit range. And then with improved criticals, that's 15 to 20. And then if you get all the improved crit stuff from, or improved critical from Trickster, I think you can get that down to like 11 to 20 or something ridiculous. So yeah, so Vital Strike, if you don't know, and, you know, not that you necessarily would, Vital, where don't you just have Vital Strike? As like, there it is. The base Vital Strike. As a standard action, you can make one attack at your highest base attack bonus that deals additional damage. Roll the weapon's damage dice for the attack twice, and add the results together before adding bonuses from strength, weapon abilities, precision, and other damage bonuses. So that's the base form of Vital Strike. It's just you roll damage twice and add it together. And then you get Improved Vital Strike that adds 3 times. So that's pretty good. And then Greater Vital Strike, which is 4 times. Yeah, so rolling damage dice 4 times. And then, yeah, the rest of the shit. And then Vital Strike Mythic. This also then multiplies your strength bonus by 4, weapon enhancement bonus by 4, and other bonuses that would normally be multiplied on a crit by the same number, which is 4. So yeah, it gets pretty obscene. So we'll see that in action in a minute. But first things first, we must go become a Lich finally. The time has come. I actually could have done it like as soon as I came back here, but I held off because I didn't want to make a video just for that and then go off and do other stuff. So the time has come. And there is kind of a catch, of course. Immortality does not come cheap. Is this really happening? Is the commander of the crusade finally torn himself away from the subjugation of demons and found time to speak with me? Have you conquered the abyss? Wait, don't answer that. You'll just bore me with details. We can finally begin the preparations for the ritual that will turn you into a Lich and release me from my stupid oath. Alright, I wanted to discuss the ritual. The Lich rubs his hands together and cracks his bony knuckles loudly. Ah, can you feel it? You are so close. Power was within your grasp. You just have to reach out and take it. I am ready to undergo the ritual and become a Lich. We have so much to do. If we are going to make another attempt to extract your soul from your body, we shall have to make all the necessary preparations. But we shall have to do more than just prepare. We shall also need power. A lot more power than last time. However, I think I have a solution. We shall rebuild your ziggurat and make improvements that will turn it into a vast spell-casting formation. The pattern of its architecture will create a sufficient flow of energy for the ritual. While your slaves are busy with the rebuilding efforts, there is something else I need you to attend to. A task that only you can complete. Your undead advisors, Elyanka and Septimus, have been at odds for some time, but once you departed for the Abyss, they started to act with complete impunity. They have managed to avoid Galfrey's watchful gaze, and have begun an actual war against each other. They are fighting in secret, wasting the strength of your soldiers for the sake of their petty disagreements and pointless bickering. This cannot continue. We need every servant, every zombie, and even every necromancer as we prepare for your ritual. Their forces are constantly on the move, but my ghost spies will tell you where to find these troublemakers. Put an end to their enmity. Your mastery over death must be undeniable, and your power absolute. Okay, so we had to do some, we gotta do some construction work. And we have to go to this battlefield and go fight, go kick some ass. We can do that. I don't have actually an abundance of time today to record this, so I'm hoping to become a Lich and get Galfrey in our party. Those are the two things I want to accomplish in this video. So we're going to try to act quickly. That doesn't mean I'm probably not going to do all of Is in this video, but that's fine. This is mostly just to show the Lich-specific portions. Let's head over here. Do some more loading screens like we love. Reconstruction of the ziggurat. That will take 10 turns. And days. Alright, ziggurat has been reconstructed. Great. Problem solved. Yeah. Conversation with the Pillar of Skulls. So overall, this playthrough has been
I lead. You
okay. I don't think I would rank Lich very highly on my list. But I don't. I feel like Lich leans quite a bit towards Spellcaster, and I think Azada also leaned pretty heavily towards Spellcaster. But that one I did as a Spellcaster, so I think that helped because I liked the Azada playthrough. I was visited by a priestess of Pharasma. She warned me that I had incurred the wrath of the Lady of Graves. News is unsettling. Many powerful spirits serve Pharasma. And I killed some other Lich, and I got his skull or something like that. Okay. Yeah, okay. The ziggurat has been upgraded. Alright. Let's leave. Yeah, like, I don't really feel powerful. Like, my character does not feel powerful because he's a Lich, is what I'm saying, I guess. Because, really, like, what am I getting as a big deal out of being a Lich? Specifically, not... I mean, a bunch I get from being a Mythic. Like, you know, bypass epic damage reduction, the Limitless Arcane Pool is a huge part of this character. Piranha Strike Mythic is great. Improved critical, spell penetration Mythic, stuff like that. Master Shapeshifter. But specifically for me being a Lich, I get the Marksman, who is honestly fairly negligible, as you'd expect. I don't command any undead. Again, like, I feel like the Lich playthrough encourages you to get all these undead companions, because you can't get them in any other playthrough. But then none of them are spellcasters, so none of them benefit from Dark Rites. Especially none if you are not a spellcaster. So I don't think Dark Rites is really a big deal for me. I get Fear Control, that's probably the best thing. +4 bonus to attack. And a decent damage buff against frightened creatures, or ones under any mind-affecting effects. And it has the Shaken effect, so that's probably been the best thing. Past that... Yeah, nothing really. There's the special abilities, but you know, his spells. But what do I really have here that's amazing? Bone Shield is like slightly better than just Shield. False Grace is just false life, but on all my allies. Okay, you can kind of do that anyways. A lot of these spells are just stuff I get anyways. A Vampiric Blade is probably the best thing, because it does extra damage and heals me, so that's been nice. That's kind of it. And again, I'm not saying Lich is bad. I'm just saying melee Lich is not the way to go. So if you're going to be a Lich, be a spellcaster, have a lot of fun. What are we looking for? We're looking for some sort of battlefield. Battlefield of the Dead. There you go. I mean, they're like, I think Angel and Demon are they're the big two mythic paths, and those certainly appeal to both. So basically any kind of playthrough, any kind of character. Some more than others, a little bit, but they're pretty general, and good.
Onwards!
For the Pallid Princess. Why are you fighting? Yes. Okay. She wanted to assassinate Queen Galfrey. Well, I'm going to be doing that, so... I believe Alyanka, they're with Erganthroa, which is my deity, so yeah, I trust you. Kill Septimus.
To pieces!
Yeah, pretty easy. Silly little vampire, did you really think you could defeat me? Alright, let's put an end to this. We're done here. Immersion into death. Yeah, mostly just like crusade stuff. Okay, job done. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. Not all mythic paths are optimal for all character playstyles. Like Legend. Legend's not really good for anyone but martial kind of melee characters. That's just the way of it. So, yeah, in hindsight, I wish I would have done a spellcaster. Especially because the last playthrough I did was, you know, demon shifter, so I was melee in that playthrough. I put an end to the feud between Elyanka and Septimus. Very good. Any and all disturbances must be stamped out. Now that everything is ready, we may proceed with the ritual. Bolster your spirit and inform me when you are fully ready. It will be a great challenge, followed by a great reward. Alright. Zacharias bursts out laughing and nods, clearly satisfied. Now begins the great transformation. Now begins the sacramental rite. Let's begin. I shall not ask how far you are willing to go and what you are willing to sacrifice for your power, for the only sacrifice in this ritual is you. Let us proceed. Witness this great and terrible deed. This mortal soul will reject the curse of perdition and eternal rebirth at Pharasma's hand. This mortal brands its heart with the blessed seal of undeath, and its forehead with the crown of power and immortality. Let the fires burn bright so that the whole world sees your villainous atrocities, and may your virtue be consumed by the flames. Flies and death's head hawk moths circle above your head, creating a halo of insects. You hear the cries and squawks of countless vultures in the distance. The sweet stench of rot fills the air. Urgathoa is with you. The goddess is here to witness your moment of triumph. This is the hour of your great torment, and I shall not spare you from suffering. Greed and avarice are fierce passions that can overwhelm even the purest hearts, but you must reject the gifts of this generous world, and put to death your desire for riches. You must surrender your greatest treasure. These bracers are inscribed with a promise. Your destiny is bound to them, but today we are going to change your destiny. Reject these false promises. Take off the bracers and hand them to me. Okay, wealth is but dust slipping through my fingers. I lost the engraved lucky bracers. Beautiful. This magnificent item will make an excellent vessel for your soul. Once we put your soul into this phylactery, it will reside there forever, hidden from death. You will be untouchable. These worldly treasures, the easiest sacrifice to make. Once you have obtained greatness, you will be able to accumulate tremendous wealth. But now I'm going to deprive you of the gifts given by life itself. I will take your youth, your bodily strength. Your muscles will go limp, and your joints will become fragile. Your eyes will grow dim, your tongue will not be able to taste, and your brain will shrink. You will never again feel the joy of a healthy body or partake in the pleasure of the flesh. Are you ready to give up all of this and more? Now here's where we really home in on what I've been talking about, because this is the biggest bullshit of being a melee lich. So I want to specifically look up and read to you what this does, because it's kind of important. Okay. So the first part is wealth, right? And he basically goes down this list, and if you have any of these items on you, he just picks the first one. So if you have the engraved lucky bracers, he takes those. If you don't, he looks for the purple stone knife and will ask for that. If you don't have that, then he'll take radiance. And if you don't have that, then he just takes like half your gold, and an amulet of natural armor +5 or something. uh so that's fine, right? I mean, that's really easy. Most of those, any one of those, you're probably free to feel fine to give away. But the second one, youth. Okay. What this does to you You get -2 permanently to strength, con, and dex. That's livable. If it was just that, I'd be like, okay, fine. -10 to speed. Okay, it's pretty shitty if you don't have a mount. But there's a lot of spells to give you speed bonuses and stuff, so it's whatever. The big one, though, a permanent 20% mischance. Every single attack you do has a 20% chance to just miss. And for a melee lich, it is unforgivable. It is a fucking death knell. Just yeah, unacceptable. You really just can't. You just can't. Fortunately, you can skip a single sacrifice and still do the ritual, but you can't skip 2. So the third thing is love. You have to sacrifice someone you love. So if you have an active romance, you bring them in and kill them, which from an RP perspective is pretty bad. And if one of those characters is in your party, which if you're romancing them is kind of likely, it's pretty rough. So a melee lich that has like, you know, one of their major party members is their romance. That's fucking terrible. But if you don't have anyone, it's already counted as like you have given up, love because you don't have a girlfriend. So, hey, I'm 1/3 of the way to becoming a lich. All right. So, anyways, okay. I'll explain the rest later. So I do not want to lose my vitality. Zacharias looks at you haughtily and scoffs. Bodily strength is a worthless gift compared to what I am willing to give you. You treasure life and fear death. It will be quite ironic if your zeal for life destroys you during the ritual. If the ritual fails, I will personally destroy whatever remains of your soul afterward. Very well, mortal. I'll overlook your temerity this time, but I will not be so forgiving next time. Let the ritual continue. At last, it is the time for the ultimate sacrifice. Are you ready to surrender the soul of the creature you love best? Are you prepared to end the life of the one your heart desires? You know of whom I speak. A true master of death cannot have a lover. Shatter this bond, put the victim on the altar, wash your face in their blood, and achieve greatness. Love? I didn't have time for such silliness. The Lich chuckles dryly and cracks his bony knuckles. Well then, you've already begun the process. Your soul is ready to embrace its final death. Let us finish the labor you have started. Power courses through you. Unstoppable, unimaginable power. It overwhelms your body, constricting your movement. The power steals the breath from your lungs and makes your ribs crack. It roars like a hurricane and tears away your flesh. You are being stripped of everything, hollowed out and emptied, until only your spirit, your true essence remains, the stern and proud master of death, a ruler no longer bound by the fetters of mortal flesh. Your vision fades, your heartbeat falters. You hear a commotion outside the walls of the ziggurat. Shouts? The noise of battle? It doesn't matter. Darkness comes over you. A pleasant chill runs through your body, and you feel at peace. Your heart beats no more. This is the end. Okay, everyone just wants to kick my ass. Yes, protect me at all costs. Oh, party has to go without Baylor. That's livable, I think. Oh, shit. happening? What are we doing? Why are we just standing here? Okay. Seemed to handle it just fine. Your defeated enemies are huddled at your feet. They mutter curses and wait nervously for you to decide their fate. What an unusual alliance. I'm surprised that you managed to put aside your differences and work together. You make enemies wherever you go. Stopping you is paramount, so I turned a blind eye to my code of honor. I would have even helped the Knights of Ozum if that's what it took to get rid of you. Their turn shall come, but first we must destroy you. You are the greatest threat to Mendev. The Order of the Sunrise Sword will always be your enemy. For Kjar! Then Nalfeshni looks at those around him with obvious disdain. They are nothing more than tools. We do not care which puppets serve us in the task of punishing a transgressor. Okay. This conversation is at an end. Kill them and make the execution clean and swift. Slowly walk up to them. Okay, the Crusaders. I will grant you a swift, merciful death. I guess let's be evil. Make the vampire die a cruel and painful death. You are a pathetic mockery of a true undead. Nice. It is over. All that remains are the bodies at your feet, but your undead servants will soon take care of them. Oh, yeah. Zacharias holds your phylactery in his skeletal fingers. Welcome to Unlife, my former student. From now on, you are a Lich, a true master of the undead. My ritual gave you power beyond your wildest dreams. The Lich cocks his head to the side, as if he's listening to something. The promise I made is fulfilled at last. I am no longer obligated to serve the Crusade. Evaluate your new state of existence. Everything around you feels different. You can sense the subtle energies that flow between the planes. Countless mortal souls whirl around you in an ethereal dance, reaching out to you with their translucent fingers. You can hear their whispers clearly. There is now a void within your chest, cold and tranquil. It is incredible how clear and focused your mind has become now that the vulgar, incessant thumping of your heart has been silenced. You are holding the vessel that contains my soul. Give it to me. The Lich chuckles with sinister glee. Not so fast, apprentice. Not too long ago you held my phylactery in your hands and tried to extort me for power. But now I have your phylactery. I have power over you. I didn't extort you. You offered to share your power with me. Maybe you did, and maybe you didn't. But in the end, you took advantage of me to gain power. And what have I gained in return? Nothing, except for my freedom, which is mine by right anyway. So why shouldn't I take back my generous gift? What do you want from me? Grovel. Get on your knees and beg for mercy. Who knows? Perhaps I will spare you. Have I ever disregarded your advice? We have much in common. I'm sure you understand that it is better to have someone like me as your ally and not your enemy. Don't pretend we are the same. You're just a beggar who got lucky. An ordinary, commonplace mortal who managed to snatch an invaluable prize, the immortality which I generously bestowed. You do not think like a true master of death, and you are still the same sword-swinging brute of a crusader that you were when we first met. Well, that's true. So, yeah. If, in order for that to work, and for you to become your buddy, him to become your buddy, you have to make the correct analysis at the end of the Chapter 4 Mythic Quest. You have to kill both Elyanka and Septimus, and you have to perform all 3 of the sacrifices. Which basically means, I would say, a melee Lich will never be Zacharias' buddy. So you either have to bow to him and grovel, which, you know, if you don't care about RP stuff, doesn't really matter. Or you have to fight him, in which he will break your phylactery. Which is bad. I don't know the exact consequences of that, but I do know that the unique Lich ending involves the phylactery. So, please, I beg you to spare me. Do not unleash your wrath against me. Much better. I may no longer be your master, but remember that I am much older, far more experienced, and infinitely more cunning. Remember your place, and I will allow you to keep your own life. This has been a fascinating experience. I have to admit, you intrigue me. Being your mentor was a challenge, but not an altogether unpleasant one. I am even inclined to call you the most extraordinary crusader I have ever met. Perhaps we do have more in common than I first thought. Now I will leave you with one final word of advice. Do not make rash oaths when you are blinded by a false sense of duty. We are done here. I am leaving this barren land so that I can forget all about demons, crusades, and improvidently sworn oaths. Farewell, Crusader, and do not trouble me again. And that's the end of that. Okay. But we do get Mythic 9 Lich. And we will, of course, take the custom badass portrait. Which, yeah, very much kind of depicts him as this classic Lich spellcaster and not a Lich King. But, you know, they had to go a route, and they went a route. So what are we thinking? I would say Rupture Restraints is pretty high up there. Last Stand is also pretty high up there. I don't think too much else matters. Maybe something with armor could be. There's an argument there for sure, but we'll just take Rupture Restraints because I like it. And then I get another one. Magic Devourer could be nice. Just for spell resistance. Or damage resistance, also good. Those are the two I'd probably take. So... yeah, I feel like spell resistance probably better. Okay. And we get some more spells. Nothing that I would use, really. Additionally, all affected undead creatures gain +2 bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, will saving throws, and twice the caster level temporary hit points. For how long? It doesn't even say. Is it a round? Is it a minute? Is it an hour? We don't know. Alright, there's the fucking Lich. Our Lich boy. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't. At this point, you know, not too many choices I care to make. Let's get Precision Critical for fun, and our soon-to-be replaced Brown Fur. And this is Kiar, who will take... let's go with the Last Stand. And Delamere, pretty much all the same stuff, probably Last Stand. Yeah, I'm a simple man. I don't need to make too many tough choices at this point. Probably also... no, he's taken both of those, so... Go with Ever Ready? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, simple. Moving on. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff. Look at all that shit. We're moving quickly here, man.
Move out.
Moving quickly. So, I'm gonna go to Is. And depending on what you do it is, either Galfrey gets killed herself, or you can kill her if you want to be proactive. And then we get her as a companion, and I don't know what to do with her. Maybe a bard or something. I would say Scald, because that's better for like a melee kind of bard. But we already have a Scald, sort of. We have Kiar, who has a Raging Song. And that doesn't really stack, so maybe just a suboptimal melee bard. In your absence, Queen Galfrey inflicted a great deal of damage on your forces. Her guards arrested your servants, opened caches, and killed the undead. These attacks were directed by the priests of Pharasma, who sought to sabotage your ascension. They are no longer under Galfrey's protection, and therefore they are vulnerable. Your undead minions are ready to put an end to the activities of Pharasma's cult in your domain. Yeah, it's just for your army. Yeah, I'll strengthen my undead. Sure. Okay. Let's, I mean, we could go through and select some more shit, I suppose. It really does not matter too much. We're pretty potent. Yeah. I don't know, man. None of this matters too much. I don't really cast magic. I guess we'll grab this and see how long it lasts. Oh, boy, I don't know. We're not going to spend too much time doing all this stuff. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're not a spell casting crew. But yeah, I mean, a bard gives us a handful of buffs we don't have otherwise, and also gives inspire courage or whatever. So. I'm sure there's some more interesting builds you could do with Galfrey. But it's so late in the game, it's just like, whatever. As long as she's somewhat viable and could hit stuff and maybe throw out some buffs. That's all we really care about. We are losing our brown fur, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really using her to her full potential, so it's not a big loss. Whoops, forgot to turn that off. Alright, let's get to it. Yeah.
I wish yes, I this affliction. Perhaps it, and I receive.
A reload for that. Yeah, you get the lovely fear effects. I like that I look like this, and he's just like, yeah, we could use your help. Could use your help, man.
Ends here.
Yeesh. Yeah, and our mounts are not undead, which is really annoying. So, yeah, going through and healing all this shit is pretty annoying. Especially because I haven't bought, like, normal cure scrolls in a decade. So, yeah, I guess we're not caring too much. And also, I always have to turn off the raging song if I want to cast scrolls. So I usually don't buy. Just wait for us to all die. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I mean, we're all pretty tanky. Everything is good. It's just the mounts kind of struggle. So those tend to just die, and then we don't have mounts. That fear, though, is just nuts.
Your end.
It just completely nullifies entire encounters. Glorious. This is nonsense. But that's, I mean, that's Wrath of the Righteous. Unless you're playing on Unfair, and probably even that, if you are playing on Unfair and get to this point, pretty similar. Late game, you're just kind of gods by design. And it feels good. It's not like, oh, man, this is so easy. It's just like, yes, fuck yes. Crumble before my might. Testicleer getting fucked over there. Testicleer die. Yeah, this is certainly not the most powerful things I could be doing. Auto attack. Okay. We'll rest. Made it pretty far. Some Royal Guard barding. That might be... I don't know if I took that for bogey. Did I? I did. I did. Yes, I did. I didn't take it for Squire. Doesn't really need it. He's got 50 AC right now. With medium barding. Well, there you go. Pretty close.
This will be quick.
We may wanna... No, okay. Okay. What is happening? Why are people just frozen? What's your dealio? Oh, you're dazed. Yeah, they just keep running. And they just keep running. And they just keep running. Boom! Nice hit. You don't want Kestiglir to catch up to you. Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's great. Yeah, fuck it. We're just clearing through. Halfway to 20. Doing? Stop it. Alright, we're ready for the Discari fight? I didn't find Galfrey. I missed that. Oh well.
Shadows. You are bad at pretending.
The hour's come. Okay, it's not pleasant. Make sure you get that going. Oh, I don't know. What are you even gonna do? What's our best plan of attack? I don't know. Put this on him. This and this. For some reason I can't spellcast currently. I don't know what that's about. Pretty solid. Greater Vital Strike. 322 damage. Ogie's still here, motherfucker. Smite good.
I am chaos and death. I am the end of times. I cannot be defeated.
I reign over death, and yours is no exception, Discari. Absolute death. made his save, though. I hope that doesn't lock me out of Golfery. I'm pretty certain that does. That locks you out of all of his. Alright, well, okay. Don't want to do that then. I probably should have known that at this point, but I don't think I usually care by the time I go to fight Discari. I've usually done everything. Where the hell is this chick? Holy shit. That was a big one. God damn. He did not hold back on that one. And that's where we came in. Yeah, Must be this way.
Don't hold back.
And we slowly chase them down as they flee. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, and out in the open like this, it's a very annoying way to win. Effective still. Chances are you'll catch up to him and kill him.
Die!
Helps to have some archers. Or Kestaglier fucking chasing him down. Look at him go. Boom. There it is. Okay, and she leads the charge against Tyrendelev. Alright, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Wait, yeah, fucking, you need, doing this all wrong. There you go. There you go.
Your Majesty, Commander, Erebeth Tirabade stands relieved.
Great.
Farewell, Knight Tirabade. May you have returned, Commander.
Yeah, we gotta kill her. Your time is up, and now I'm the sole power here.
Goddess, you have watched over me all this time. Please do not leave me now in this darkest hour.
I've been waiting.
Gotta fight Golfery. Okay. Probably way more badass in this battle than she would be when she joined. No, not quite, I guess.
I will fight to the last breath.
Let's hear you cry.
Well, she's not dying.
My time yet.
Jesus. You're one tough bitch.
Fight to the last breath.
Guess we'll coup de grace her. Coup de grace. Nope, she's not helpless.
I'm superior.
We are destroying her. Where's her health at? One. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
I will fight to the last breath.
Jesus. 518. How much more punishment does it take? Oh, there we went. Alright. Bestow the gift of unlife upon Her Majesty. The body starts twitching convulsively. Its gray face twists in a grimace of pain. Suddenly its features go rigid, and a pale ghost rises from the fetters of lifeless flesh. The queen screams in agony as she is reborn. Her shriek resounds through the air, a wail full of pain, anguish, and hatred. Galfrey's disembodied spirit hovers above her body, looking at you with terror and confusion. The queen's beautiful features begin to shrivel and wither with age. Wrinkles crease her flawless skin. Her lips become thin and her hair fades to wintry gray. Your mythic power has taken hold of Galfrey. Like a vampire ravaging its prey, you drain her of the magic that keeps her young. Your touch lays waste to her beauty and destroys her soul. She no longer looks like a young maiden. Instead, you see her true appearance, a withered hag who has been waging war against the demons for over a century. Her eyes were once as blue as a robin's egg, but now they burn crimson. Her voice trembles with anger and resentment. What have you done to me, Baelor? I am the blade of my goddess. How could she let this happen? You are no longer a queen. You are my soldier now. So be it. I was always afraid that I'd die without seeing our triumph. You have rid me of this fear. Now lead me to victory. Go to my ziggurat in Dresden. As you wish, master. Oh, we can raise Terendelev back. Nice. From now on, you shall serve me. Dragon begins to shudder convulsively. Suddenly, she opens her mouth, revealing rows of sharp teeth, and lets out a visceral roar full of anger, confusion, hatred, and an insufferable anguish too great for words. Blasphemer! Curse you and your kin and all mortal peoples that inhabit this world. Is there a limit to your depravity? I regret the decades I spent fighting on your behalf, because you, all of you, are ill-natured and vicious creatures, worthy of nothing but death and bloodshed. I am your new master. Damn, I mean, this is some real evil shit we're doing. Go to Dresden and protect my ziggurat. Shall be as you say. I will guard your vile tomb and find joy in watching you commit dark deeds as you sow torment and harvest hatred. The mortals deserve nothing less than the destruction you will bring to them. Man, very different than the Terendelev you encounter at the start. Jesus. Okay, well, let's rest again and go fight Discari again, and that'll do it. Oh yeah, we kind of need her alive, don't we? She does provide buffs at the moment. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Where am I going? This? Good.
Head on!
Good, 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 good. Okay, and do a little bit of this, and make sure you do a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. And we are all good. Go yet again.
You are back.
Hours come, bitch. Oh, we didn't get the enlargement. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, she didn't get all her spells back, unfortunately. And again, I'm not quite sure what this effect is that is preventing me from casting. Not a huge DPS loss, although you'd think it is. Not great, but whatever. Just hit him. He's not too tough. Boom. 509 sneak attack. Yada, 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 yada. Wow. I actually died? Are you shitting me?
This spell works different.
Unavailable. Good. Fucking hell, how did I die? Don't I have last stand? Did I never pick that? Did I pick rupture restraints instead of last stand? That's fucking hubris is what that is. I'll never die. I'm a lich, I'm immortal. Can't die. No, fucking dead. And why do I get that screen anyways? I'm a fucking lich, I have a phylactery. It's ridiculous. All bullshit on that. That's all I can say. There you go. Quite a bit easier.
Impossible.
Okay, goodbye to Discari for real this time. Golfer there. Boy, oh boy. Fallen so low. Certainly nearing the end, though. Well, that's certainly an angle. The best angle we can do for this. Oh, there you go. Alright, that was a little weird. Streets of Dresden are cloaked in silence that is disturbed only by the cawing of birds, lured by the smell of putrid flesh. The yawning doorways of abandoned houses make the facades look like grinning skulls. The undead army stands still, awaiting new orders. The crusaders who see their fallen comrades in your cohort helplessly ball their fists and whisper curses under their breath. The crusaders of Mendeb watch you with fear and hatred, muttering through clenched teeth.
Welcome back, Commander. We heard the news. I can't believe Her Majesty's gone.
Oh, she's not gone. Anivia finds it difficult to speak. Her pale face is devoid of emotion, and she moves and talks like a clockwork automaton and not a person. She has already heard about Irabeth's demise.
But that's just the latest name in the long, long list of your victims. This ain't a crusade anymore. It's senseless slaughter. The Knights of Mendeb put up with you on the Queen's orders, but that's all over now. They're going back to Mendeb to strengthen its borders, and I'm leaving with them.
You run because you are afraid, but I will heal you and purge you of fear here and now. A death's head moth lands on your shoulder, the sacred insect of Urgathoa. You sense the goddess herself enjoying the spectacle through the creature's eyes. Finally, the hour of reaping has come. You see the sparks of life twinkling in the bodies of the mortals who dared to rise against you. You could give an order and watch them be ripped apart by the teeth and claws of the obedient undead. But why? With a wave of your hand, the flickering lights are snuffed out. Christ. Like, the recent D&D movie is basically our character as the main villain, you know? That's why I love this game. You can just be ridiculously evil. Or ridiculously good. It's whole spectrum. The next to die is Holrun, the overly zealous governor of Canabris. The city groaned under his rule. Perhaps you are doing him a favor. Flame fights desperately, stubbornly trying to resist despite seeing the futility of his actions. Miamir, the scholar's bravery falters. At the very last, she turns around and tries to flee, leaving her back exposed for the killing blow. Nistra resists until her final breath. A haughty, disdainful expression stays on her face even after death.
So everything has been in vain. The victory over the world wound will plague Galarian with a calamity worse than demons. I am not going to wish you victory. You do not deserve it.
Beth, I am coming to you.
The city square is littered with bodies, but you will not tolerate desertion even in death, and so you forcefully return the unworthy to their bodies even before their flesh can grow cold. No soul shall flee to the outer sphere, where Pharasma's court awaits them in vain. The sightless eyes of the dead are turned toward you. Even a whisper would sound like thunder in the absolute silence of the square. We reaped a glorious harvest, and I think this is one where you're basically saying all these things. I am pleased by your efforts, my servants. You were useful to me, and you will serve me again in the days to come. When the mortal defenders of Galarian failed, it was you, the dead, who stayed true to your oaths and managed to stem the tide. We reaped a glorious harvest in the name of our mistress Death. We brought relief from the bonds of passion, fear, and suffering to many, but our labor won't be complete until everybody is redeemed. The dead remain silent, but you feel their unspoken accord. Your gift of undeath has healed them, given them tranquility and a simple, clear goal, to serve you. This place is an empty grave. Once my business here is concluded, I will abandon the world wound and go on a journey. Just like my mentor before me, I have lost interest in other people's wars, so I won't have any more need of you. After the victory, your service will end. All hail Urgathoa. All hail death. May it be everywhere and with everyone. Hey, man. This day will be mentioned in every chronicle in Abystan. The day when Tar Bafon's name faded from memory and became a thing of the past. The day he was replaced by a new Lord of Death, one even more menacing than his predecessor. You have devastated this place and banished all life from here, but know that mortals will return after you leave. Sooner or later, explorers, adventurers, and marauders will come. Fear will command them to turn back, but they will stubbornly persevere and press on to witness the place where your dark journey began. Yeah, like he has no real opinion on that one way or the other. He's just stating facts of what will occur, you know. Okay, sweet. Job done. And there's Gallfrey. So she comes in as a level 15 Thundercaller. Which is a what? And she uses a crossbow? Are you shitting me? Why? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, so she comes in as a bard. Okay, so they intended her to be a bard. That's good. We're just gonna fix this so she's not some shitty crossbow. She's got a sword. She fights with a sword and shield, and she's a melee character. Come on. So we'll make her a melee bard. It's not very good. I mean, you know, if you want a good bard, they're gonna be spellcasters, and if you want a good melee bard, they're gonna be a skald. But we'll just make a halfway decent melee bard and call it a day. I doubt Thundercaller is a very good archetype. But anyways, we mostly care about the buffs and Inspire Courage, which will be enough to make up for the brown fur missing. And then we'll be the full undead party, finally. Alright, so I'm going to leave it off here. Like I said, quick little video. We accomplished quite a bit, though. And I'll spec out Gallfrey. And we'll finish the playthrough next time. Should be good. My name is Mangg. The game you're watching has been Wrath of the Righteous. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.